EFF Mbuyiseni Ndlozi slams IEC from being incredibly incompetent. The economic freedom fighter, EFF MP Dr Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, has slammed the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, for its handling of the election. Ndlozi said on Twitter that the organization has proved itself as being incompetent due to long queues at voting stations. He posted on the social media platform, "There are unbearably long lines in universities. The IEC is proving incredibly incompetent. The danger is the youth has finally showed up to vote, and now they are too scared, so they make it almost impossible for them to vote. Some have been waiting in the line since 9 a.m. He followed up the post with a video that is reportedly from Wits University, which shows long lines of students waiting to cast their votes. Ndlozi voted at Orange Farm, Gauteng, earlier in the day. Another politician who has thrown jabs at the IEC is Action SA's KZN Premier candidate Zwakele Mngcwango. He said that because it is exam time in universities, this means that young people have been denied their rights to cast their votes by the IEC. The system itself must look at maybe a 3-day holiday where people are allowed to travel to their respective homes to vote. I think it may have been an issue of security to say people must vote where they registered," he said. Mngcwango continued, "We are voting at a time when there are exams at universities, and most young people are not at home and did not change their addresses. Now we have an election on a Wednesday. Yes, it is a holiday, but someone studying in Cape Town or Pretoria, it is difficult to leave the university and go home and vote." EFF, a ray of hope for majority on Gen Z voters. The stakes are high, the end is near. Politicians are vying to be elected as the new government, but the people are the deciding voters. Is this the end of the 30 years reign? On Wednesday, close to 4,000 South Africans, mostly Gen Zers, flocked to the Metro Center in Braamfontein to cast their votes, highlighting that they are hoping for a new government. Braamfontein is known as the epicenter of millennials due to local colleges, universities, and students' accommodation surrounding the metropolitan. The Metro Center observed a huge turnout of voters, and many of them emphasized they are expecting the unemployment rate to subside, an inclusive education system, and the representation of young black people in government and the National Assembly. In particular, Gen Z voters are calling to the visibility of young black women in senior leadership positions. Gen Z voters say they are beguiled by the EFF as it is a party that is inclusive and understands the plight of young people regarding societal issues. First-time voters Andy Swazungu and Sonto Bongwe, both 24, lamented that the current governing party has been running a failed administration for 30 years. They noted the ANC is not inclusive of young people, thus failure to create sustainable jobs. The job market is saturated and additionally has stringent requirements to enter the workplace. We are voting for the EFF because the party has policies that are inclusive of young people. The EFF does not only focus on equality, but it focuses on equity, Because we can't speak about equality, but there are economically marginalized people, especially as black people. In order for us to economically progress, there must be practical policies that will nudge us to reach there, and the EFF's policies address this, they both said. Zukanye Mapena, 20, explained she hopes the party she voted for will prioritize the safety of women and children against gender-based violence, noting the ANC showed dismissal failure to provide sustainable solutions to the GBV. There are a lot of policies in place that are meant to help us to end GBV, but these policies hardly talk about implementations that will eradicate this scourge against women. As black young women, we are not represented enough in parliament and leadership positions. We need black young women who understand our experiences on a daily basis. Thus, they will make policies that relate to us as this particular demographic, said Mapena. She added that she voted for the EFF as the party planned to have an inclusive education system by providing fundings for postgraduate students. Moreover, Gen Z bemoaned senior citizens occupying leadership roles in government, saying old politicians within the ANC fail to relate with young people. That is why the country does not incentivize science and technology in the education system. Therefore, if the EFF is elected as government, young people will be represented in the political sphere. I want change. Change will only come when young people vote. Having old people in the government means more corruption and less young people in leadership roles. I'm voting for the EFF, said the 22-year-old and first-timer voter Kolofelo Masemola. Tobile Duele, 22, and Les Mofekeng, 19, emphasized that they are skeptical about the jobs politicians claim they will create. However, they hope for a new government that will prioritize young people by creating sustainable jobs and abolish the social relief of distress grant. Instead, the anticipated government should inject state funds and create jobs for the unemployed. And that's it from Egypt's network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.